Welcome back to our English Language Learner Parents Guide series. In video 3, we will introduce you to the 4 areas the ELPAC test covers and will focus on the listening section. But first, do you remember what ELPAC is? The ELPAC is the required California state test for English language proficiency. It's also known as ELP. The ELPAC test is given to students whose primary language is not English. There are 2 parts to the ELPAC, initial and summative. The initial ELPAC is for students who are new to California and students who are new to the country. This helps us identify students who are English learners. The summative ELPAC is for students who are already identified as English learners. They take the summative ELPAC test to see their progress in learning English. Now, the ELPAC covers 4 areas. They're also known as ELPAC domains. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Each section of the test has different activities. These activities help students show how good they are at listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English. Now, how can we practice? Well, we will cover 1 ELPAC area at a time, 1 per video. In this video, it will focus on listening, video 4 on speaking, video 5 on reading, and video 6 on writing. Let's start with the ELPAC area of listening. In the following example, you will be able to experience a student's point of view on taking the listening section of the ELPAC test. It's a sample question. Keep in mind, it will be in English, just as it would be on the test. Students listen to a recording of an oral presentation on an academic topic and could take notes. Students then answer 3 to 4 questions about the information. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Listen to a teacher talking to his students about apples. Listen carefully. You will hear the information only once. After listening, you will answer some questions. As you listen, you may use the blank areas in your test book to take notes.
Have you ever noticed when you're eating an apple that the inside part that is usually white when you first bite into it starts to turn brown after a while? Why does the inside of an apple start to turn brown? Well, it's because of what apples have inside of them. Apples have a lot of iron in them. Iron is a metal and it's also a mineral that is important for our health. It is the iron in the apple that makes it turn brown. When you bite into the apple, oxygen in the air touches the iron in the apple. When this happens, the apple starts to turn brown. Some people call this rusting, just like the rust you might see on old bicycles or old metal tools. These things get rusty for the same reason. Oxygen in the air touches the iron in the metal. Now, for an apple, the skin protects the inside from touching the air. But once you take a bite and break the skin, the iron and oxygen begin to react with each other. Now, if you don't want to eat brown apples, there are some things you can do to slow down the process. After you cut the apple, you can squeeze lemon juice onto it or dip it in a glass of orange juice. Some fruits, such as lemons and oranges, contain citric acid, and citric acid will slow down the browning. You can just put sliced apples in the refrigerator. Cool temperatures will also slow down the process.
Now answer the questions about the text. Question 1. What is the teacher mainly discussing? A. How to cut an apple. B. The difference between iron and other minerals. Or C. Why apples change color. Question 2. What does the teacher say that apples have inside of them? A. Iron. B. Oxygen. Or C. Citric acid. Question 3. Why is the skin of the apple important? A. It keeps air inside the apple. B. It protects the inside of the apple from air. Or C. It holds all of the apple's iron. Question 4. What does the teacher say about old tools? A. Oxygen and iron together make them rusty. B. Citric acid makes them rusty. Or C. They start getting rusty on the inside first.
How did you do? This example shows what students will experience in the listening portion of ELPAC. The students will hear the recording only once. During the recording, students are allowed to take notes. These are the types of listening activities students will experience in the listening section. These activities allow students to show their abilities in listening to English. Now, how can you practice at home? 2 ways. First, read a story aloud to your child. Then, ask questions about the story. Have your child retell the story to you. Ask your child specifically what happened at the beginning of the story, in the middle of the story, and at the end of the story. And practice using transition words like first, next, then, last, and second thing you can do at home is give your child instructions on how to make something. For example, make a sandwich, a quesadilla, or Play-Doh. Then, have your child explain how to do the activity step by step. Now you are ready to prepare for the listening portion of the ELPAC. Thanks for watching. To review what the ELPAC is and its 4 areas it covers, you can always come back to view it. Or, if you're looking for a specific area of the ELPAC test, videos 3 through 6 cover all 4. We'll see you again in video 4, which focuses on speaking.